M2 is saying, I thought it was pronounced Murdermore, not Baltimore. No. It's actually Bodymore Murderland. That's what they, back in the time of The Wire, that's what they used. I think they still call it that, Bodymore Murderland. So, anyway, getting back to Adnan Syed, he's been released. He is currently out on a home detention. He's wearing a GPS monitor. And the prosecutors have 30 days to decide what they're going to do. And the reason why they did this is the prosecutors determined that the authorities knew about at least one alternate suspect for his trial and withheld that information from his defense. Yes, they knew about another possible suspect, and the defense never got to know about it. I'm sure that have been very helpful at trial. So whoever did that, I hope you are suffering from the worst possible, like, cancer just eating away at your insides. You're just having the worst cancer craps ever. I mean, you put a man in prison. You almost basically killed this guy, killed his youth for whatever reason. And I don't know what that is. But you are a bigger piece of shit than that person whoever murdered Haman Lee. I mean, you're a bigger piece of shit than Nicholas Cruz, whoever it is that suppressed this evidence. You are a monstrous piece of shit. You are a bigger threat to the United States than Al-Qaeda ever would be, or ISIS is. That's how big of a scumbag you are. And whoever you are, I hope you hear this. I really do. And I just like to say, in closing to that person, fuck you. And the prosecutor of Baltimore County, Marilyn Mosby, who is not exactly the gem of government integrity, conceded much of the evidence relied upon the original child was now useless. And that's a problem with the cold case. After a while, things drag on. But I will give her credit. She's doing the right thing here. It's interesting, though, the Maryland Attorney General says that they've represented the state for his various appeals, saying that's not a Brady violation. Withholding evidence like that is a Brady violation, bro. Just accept it. In the Attorney General's office saying there is nothing wrong here. We always withhold evidence, is what I feel like they're trying to say. But anyways, here he is. He's getting to leave custody. Good for him. So, and the theory was that Lee was strangled, and they thought that Syed, her ex-boyfriend, did it. And he was an honor student. He was actually a very good kid at the time, was doing great. And he was 17 in 1999, and he's been behind bars since then. So think about that. Once again, they didn't kill him, but how old is he now? 1999, that's 23 years. And he's 40. I mean, you killed his, his 20s, you killed his 30s. That God knows what he's been through in the meantime. So it's good that we didn't kill him, but is he really that much better off now? I mean, he's been thoroughly, hampered. So he's always maintained his innocence. I'm sorry, he's 41 now. He's had his innocence. Here's the point. If the evidence had been disclosed, he might not have missed his high school graduation, going to medical school, 23 years of birthdays, holidays, family gatherings, and every other thing he wanted to do. So that's why whoever withheld this, you're a horrible person. Absolutely horrible. Now, yes, there's another side to this. Lee's family, who they were so torn up by this. They didn't have time to attend the hearing, but were on video, and they needed a private place to watch this. And for them, this is not a podcast, this is real life. And for them, sure, But once again, it's about the man who has to face it, the defendant, not the victim. You know, and this is the thing. The victims are not against the continued investigation, but the conviction should stand. Well, you know, they think the conviction should stand, but they're okay with people investigating it. Well, that should be a red flag for you that there's something wrong with the case. But yes, his first trial ended with a mistrial and a hung jury, and then he was found guilty of murder, and he was handed down a 30-year sentence. And in their motion to overturn the conviction, the prosecutors admit actually it wasn't just one but two suspects. I mean, holy heaping dog shit. They knew about this and they didn't do anything with it. They kept it to themselves. And so, yes, whatever state's attorneys or attorney generals people worked on this, you are fucking awful people. Absolutely. The worst. You're worse than child molesters. Like, that's how bad you are. There's a special place in hell for you for this. And I hope you ask God for your forgiveness for what you did to this man. You know, one of the people that was in here was a serial rapist. I'm sure that would have been helpful to know. I'm sure that would have been super, super freaking helpful to know. This whole thing is just a true fucking injustice.